guys, welcome back. So today I'm doing something just a little bit different. I'm going to be decorating my barn. It's like a play barn downstairs, and basically I haven't done this before, but I'm going to try it out. This is my first time decorating it. My plan is to put all of the lights on. So I'm just gonna try and like play around with it a little bit because it is my first time doing this, so let's go and experiment. This is the current setup. Have the lights, have like the food stuff, all of that. Most of the stuff is in that bag right there, and I'm not sure if we're gonna decorate like the baby area, but we'll get to that. So it is just a work in progress right here. We have the tree up, so we're just trying to match all of this right now. I think what I'm gonna do is start by the outside and then go from there. And then any additional noise, my little sister will be here. So far, so good. Alrighty guys, my next thing that I'm going to try and do is the inside. I have to put the stables back in and then add those lights in right there. So my main plan is to, since I have lights right up here, to kind of like use it and then put the box right there so then it's not on the outside, is to then start those right down around here, loop them around this pole right here, and then somehow do them around the stables, which I'm not sure yet. And yes, these are wolves in here. My sister Cindy loves wolves. Alrighty guys, we're definitely making some progress. This is what it's looking out to be like. I have both of the switches in there and it is lighting up in here. I just need to put the stables in and then lights around there, but I am going to be putting some around the border right down there because I still have like some extra from this one right here to go down around here and then down that pool and then across to these stables. But all in all, I think it looks amazing. Yeah, it'll look better when I have these stables in, but yeah, I'm gonna continue. Olivia's building her nice little Lego set right there, so yeah. Alrighty guys, this is what it looks like with the lights off. I did end up putting the stables back in. You can't really see the lights. You can kind of see the tape right there and right there. But here is what they look like with the lights on. I am not quite sure if I want to do this right here lights to match this side, but we will see. And this is pretty much all that I will probably get to tonight, but I have to now clean up all of this and get stuff out of that bag and put everything in the barn and see how they like it. Alrighty guys, I am all done. This is the final product. I put the chicken coop there because, you know, it is kind of hiding from like this view, so I'll probably move it over this way a little bit more, but that's okay. And I have the rooster and the chicken. And I'll hopefully get to this another day, but I'm not sure. And I didn't do like the lights over like the rail right there and everything, because that would have just been a lot. So that will be it for the whole decorating. But you guys at this point may be wondering like who all of these horses or characters are, and I'm about to show you and tell you some either fun facts or names or whatever. And if they don't have a fun fact, then we're moving on, okay? So first I was thinking we could start out with the like barn area, which is like the chickens, the dogs, and everything inside this barn. First off, starting with the dogs, this used to be like the chicken coop type thing, but it just didn't fit. It would have gone like that, but then they could have like gone out, so they're free now. Okay. So first up we have Trixie. She was my first dog purchased, and I think she was the dog that came with this barn. I am not quite sure, or she came in a package with the cow that's over there, and I won't tell you her name, but you can see her ears, and herself has just been through a lot. Like right there, the paint is kind of wearing off, and same with her ears. Her eyes are kind of creepy. We're gonna just like move on from that. But she is a farm dog or guard dog. She like chases all of them around to back into where they need to be. And then this one I purchased on my own. He wasn't from a set or anything. His name is Kino. This is Sydney's dream dog, I guess you could say. She loves dogs, and she named him. And at this point, I have totally lost count. I don't even know if they are like friends, roommates. I don't even know what both of them are, but they're just together. They're co-workers, I guess we could say. Moving on, right next door, we have the chickens, which is right here and right there. We're going to start with the ones inside. So first, the one, I don't know if you guys can see, but the one that is like inside of the chicken coop, it's a boy, and his name is Chip. And then we have the one on the steps or stairway or whatever you want to call it, the ramp. It's a girl, and her name is Poppy. Farther out, we have the rooster. His name is Rex, and you can definitely see that it's a rooster. It wakes everybody up in the morning, and sometimes you're annoying, Rex. Yeah. Coming down the path a little bit more, we have the mother or the chicken, and her name is Hazel. Even though I just purchased this chicken coop for a project, but now I'm adding it to just my collection, you know. I literally just named them this morning. So, yeah. Now, my barn normally doesn't stay right here, but since the trees are right there, this just has to stay here. Now, my truck and trailer are right over there, and then my dog that, you know, is just there, I guess. Next, moving into the barn, Springtime Farm. Matter of fact, I'll open up the doors for you guys. It is going to be kind of dark in here, unless you guys want me to turn on the lights. Lights are on, folks. Okay, so first up we have this. Okay, I'll just bring all of them out because, yeah. Okay, first we have this like little baby, which I'll get to in a second because we will tell some background about all of these. Right here is Mittens or Mr. Mittens, I don't even know, but we don't really like play with him a lot. We do the horses, the chickens, the dogs. They're the main things over here. The cats just kind of lie around, you know. And then we have his wife, Mrs. Quinn. These, like, all of, like, the cats and the goose are all of Olivia's animals, because Sydney's is the dogs and mine is the horses, which I take care of. So, but they are together. This was a new one. I don't even know what we're gonna name it. It's like a rubbery cat. I don't even know what we're naming him. I'm just gonna call him Snowman. Snowman. Yeah, he has the blue eyeballs, just like his dad has those green ones. And then, okay, so this is Ruby. I think that's her name. We love her eyes. They are just, yeah. But her name is Ruby, I think. Yeah, I think. And so fun facts how we found Ruby. This was actually just laying around in my little Olivia's bedroom. Olivia and I share a bedroom, so our bedroom, but she just brought it down here one day. And same with Snowflake, Snowman, whatever, who is currently just laying on the floor. Like, so, okay, so both of these animals both came in like a pack together, and there was a cat and a goose. Of course, they had to get married. Yeah. Okay, so then they found like Ruby or whatever this cat's name is out in the forest and rescued it. And then this also came from our bedroom as well, but from Olivia's side, obviously, and is now living in here as well. So shall be fun. So now they've got a whole crew over here, you know, just piled up in the barn aisle, and yeah, we will move them aside. We've got them out of the way. Now they are all dead on the ground. These are important matters of where I had to take off the roof. Okay, we will start off with the easiest one. Right here is Penny. She was the one who came with this barn. So, I did not purchase her. She came with the barn. She was the first pony that you know, to ever exist in this world. But of course, you know, knowing me, I had to, of course, get more. So my second purchase in this big barn was Roman here, this big draft fella right over here. Now we love him. He has been through so much just in the past year. You can definitely tell in his hooves right there. Yeah, he is a special one because we'll just say that I rescued them. I got them from Tractor Supply, so I rescued them from Tractor Supply. Yeah. And Roman and Penny are married, I guess you could say, in a weird way. But of course, Roman, big fella over here, had to have the one closest to the door to, you know, peek his head out. He's the actually only model that I have that is able to stick their head out, except for one or both of the babies that I will show you that look exactly like him. Hint, hint. Now, moving on, next was the wolves, okay? Okay, so let me get really realistic over here. These are Sydney's, and this mama wolf is named Luna. There are two babies. This gray one is Crystal, and then this brown one right here is Bear. And then the tragic story of these creatures are that the father died in a family attack. And yes, everybody came up with that story, just trying to like figure out a background story, because I wasn't gonna try and buy another wolf single, like, just so then this one had a mate, you know. But they stay in the stall, and actually, fact, this halter over here broke. It was meant to fit Penny, but that, of course, didn't end up happening. The chain that was, like, supposed to, like, be dangling around, like, where the lead rope or rope, I guess, it went around her nose. So now we just use it as a biting tool for the wolves. And my last and final purchase from this barn was Galaxy. And actually, a fun fact about her is that if you guys don't know the game ETG, well, I named it after a horse from like Olivia's type. So basically, they were all like low-leveled horses, you know, when the market was at level 3, when the horses weren't very good. And so we ended up selling most of their old horses, so I bought one just like Galaxy and named it after him, even though this is a her. You can definitely tell that she has been ridden definitely by that mark right there, because she like collapsed on the ground, didn't you, Galaxy? Yeah, and then her like, it's not focusing there, but there's some like fingernail scratches or something on her marking right there, but otherwise she's a beauty. It was originally between like another model like Roman that was like a paint draft, but then I saw her and was torn. Now she looks more of like a dressage horse, but we'll just go with that, even though I use her as a jumper, obviously. Okay, now that we're all done visiting the big barn and all of that fun facts, I'll close the door. They also have a big pasture, and if you're wondering, well, it connects to the wall and it goes all the way back around here, and yep, there's a fence. Even though I love my horses, I cannot let them escape, and I do not trust them enough to be able to complete the task of just staying outside and not escaping. But that is what the dogs are for, right? Anyways, moving on to the baby barn with a non-little horse touch. This is what it looks like from the outside. I haven't decorated it because it is like an old barn where like these like plastic clay horses used to be instead of like all of the shell-like horses. Anyways, moving on. First we have Pixie. She originally did not come with this set, but you can also see that she has been through too much to even explain. She is more of the smarter horse, and I will tell you why in just a second. We will put you right over there to watch the show, Pixie. Also, there's not so much of a fun fact behind her. It's just I saw a baby, and she was my first baby ever purchased. And when I say purchased, I actually purchased her. Next up is Brownie. He came with this barn. He used to live in the big barn, but then I had this old set. Moved him out of there and put him in here because I had too many adult horses living in there, and now he lives in here with all of his other little friends. Anyways, you can also see he has been through a lot since I have had him for the longest out of all of the babies. Okay, now remember earlier how I said Pixie was the more smarter one? She is more of the smarter horse. That was not a lie. He is more of the dumber one, I guess you could say. At least that's the role that we make him play when we play them and like voice them, and when we really have time to play with all of this. But aside from being dumb, he's also silly. Most of the time, Brownie chases Pixie, which is why she's in that running form, but instead, this time we're gonna have Pixie chase Brownie. Next up is Milkshake, and yes, she has a twin, but she is only 7 months old, so she is younger. And if you didn't get the hint quite yet, she is one of Roman's babies. Well, really, Roman and Penny's babies, but Roman's lookalikes. Okay, now a fun fact about her is I got her for my birthday, and she looks exactly like the other lookalike of Roman. Next up is Joey. Yes, Roman's other lookalike, aka her brother. And if I didn't tell you guys, her name is Milkshake, and I will tell you the backstory of her in just a second. Now, you can kind of tell a little bit between Milkshake and Joey, and I will tell you guys that in just a minute, but you can definitely see he has been through a lot, and I bought him myself before Milkshake. Now, I bet if I put them side by side and mix them up, I bet you won't be able to tell which one is Joey. Let me know down in the comments. Pause it and I will tell you in a second. Okay, now on to the non-horse one that is in the barn. Her name is Billy, and she came in the set that the dogs did and the cats. So yes, she is quite old. Look at those tiny little big ears. Anyways, coming back to Milkshake and Joey. Did you guys guess yet? Okay, to help you guys out just a little bit, this one was Milkshake and this one was Joey. If you got it right, subscribe. And if you got it wrong, that is okay. Just like and leave a nice comment. Now, here are some few things that I can tell the difference between them that makes it super easy to me, and you guys will eventually get as well. I bet you guys cannot tell the difference between them if I am afar, but if I zoom in just a little bit, you can definitely tell that Milkshake's marking is a little bit more clear and not scratched up unlike Joey's. And if we move down to their legs, again, Joey's is a little bit more faded unlike Milkshake's. That all being said, if I mix them up again, would you guys be able to tell the difference? Let me know down in the comments. But that concludes all of the barn tour. If you guys really liked this, make sure you guys leave a nice comment and like. Watching this video back, I will probably be a little bit sad because I have all of this and I don't really have that much time to play with it now. But before in the summer, before I started school, I would come down every morning and every night and feed them. And I would even have a schedule written down on a notepad on who to ride. That being said, just now that reminded me. You guys may be wondering who all rides them. Definitely not me. Remember earlier how I mentioned the truck and trailer? Truck and trailer? Well, there's a little person inside if we look a little bit closer. Watch out! Hey, look, it's Lily! Lily is the driver of this truck and trailer and care owner and rider of the Springtime Farm. She also pays for most of the food and treats, additional to TAC. Thank you, Lily. Now that is the final barn tour. If you guys want me to do more stuff like this, just comment down below what you want me to do related to this and leave a big fat thumbs up. If you guys also want me to add anything to my barn collection, comment down below and let me know. If you guys think it'll fit, comment that down below as well, because I'm still trying to add stuff to my barn collection. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!